Hey, welcome to All the Space in Between. My name is Mitch. What? Why are you talking like that? What the fuck is wrong with your voice? Why are you talking like that?
I said my name's Billy.
Jesus Christ! What was?
Yeah, sorry, I've got like a frog in my throat.
It was so shrill.
It's allergy season.
My God.
It's not. It's allergy season.
Okay.
Sorry
Well,
about that.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome. As I was saying, my name is Billy. This is All the Space in Between.
This is email reading, Buffy fan cast, Animal Crossing, New Horizon,
fan forum,
fan Discord. It is.
Yes.
And we are your happy and jolly hosts.
We're here.
We're here even though we don't want to be.
Even though all we want to do is go to our Animal Crossing villages.
I've been staring at a pixel raccoon for 3 days. And at this
I owe
point,
him my life.
I'm so indebted to the man that I don't know what I'll do. I've even offered him to jerk him off a little.
Oh, Jesus
in
Christ.
order to, and you know what's the craziest part? It worked.
He accepted.
I have a mansion right now.
I skipped 3 upgrades.
I did. I'm wealthy in bells.
You just put like the Konami code in and it just starts.
It suddenly worked.
Jerking him off.
The Konami code.
Yeah, it's weird. Like you can't really see much, but like you can tell it's happening.
I'll add to his life. How about this? That'll improve the quality of his life if I just. I don't know. I guess jack off a raccoon. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the podcast. This is an advice podcast.
Yeah, supposedly
an email reading podcast where we do have emails that we get to, and we have a lot of stuff to talk about, and some of which is Animal Cross related.
Some of which
but first of which is not.
Oh,
I think
we've forgotten.
Let me refresh the old memory.
Pull up the old email.
I have fully jacked in, and I am now trying to get the app back on my phone because it's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
You couldn't have done this before the episode?
I could have, but I was scared.
Oh.
To ask for help because I don't know the password.
To your phone?
Yeah. Is it still a bunch of zeros?
Is it still all the zeros? I think. I don't know.
Is that it? This is just an update. So get ready for the... Do you think this is the best sounding podcast people listen to?
Oh, yeah.
I would say so, because most podcasts sound like shit.
I think it's the worst podcast people listen to.
In content-wise, yes, of course.
It's really, really fucking bad, but audio quality-wise, it's the best one.
It has to be. I make music for a living.
So we come out kind of dead center, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
To just an okay podcast.
Just fine.
It's passable.
Just okay. Some podcasts, absolutely just great content. Knee-slapping, historical advice, murder, crime, all in one. Sounds like they recorded on a foot.
Yeah, it was recorded with my toe.
Yeah, us the other way around. Yes.
It's the content of a toe. Recorded on the most pristine equipment with all of the care in the world
the
to
EQ?
to add background music and the little bits of reverb on our vocals when we get into an email, and it sounds a little something like this. This email is called "Thank You So Very Dearly," and it goes. Hello to the dearest Millie and Bitchel. I just wanted to say a big thank you for sharing my little comic on your podcast. It's been so fun talking to other people who also listen to this little shitty pissy podcast. I am so lucky. You don't have to read this out, but we always do. But I just wanted to ask if you'd be okay with me writing you guys into the comic. I think that'd be a cool way to give a thank you, but just wanted to make sure that it'd be okay beforehand. Anyway, thanks for the support. I've been a fan for 5 years now, and I keep thinking back to when I first started listening and how much you've helped me grow. Please don't stop creating, and if you do happen to make a second podcast for your mics, I will be so happy. Okay, that is all. Thank you again. I don't know why that part stumbled me up. Got to the end and tripped. Okay, that's all. Thank you again. The Funky Uncle.
You wanted to say "funk you" again, is what was happening there,
didn't.
I think.
No, I didn't. Why would I do that?
You got confused with the funk and the thank.
That's my new catchphrase.
Funk you again.
Funk you again, everyone. That's
how we sign out now.
I'm just making sure that their Instagram is it really just the Funk Yunkle?
The Funk Yunkle.
Okay, so this is a second shout out because I'm a big fan of this comic. They have just started, but it is an amazing little web comic that now a handful of our listeners started. God, more than a handful. Their followers kind of went up a bit.
Reading and liking. Yeah.
They're all following along to this beautiful webcomic, and you can follow this webcomic by searching The Funk Yunkle on Instagram. So that is just instagram.com/thefunkyuncle, or just searching The Funk Yunkle on Instagram, spelt exactly like The Funky Uncle,
Yes.
but it is actually The Funky Uncle.
Yes. And now the bit where we answer the question being if we would be okay with writing us into the comic. The answer is we'd be more than okay with
I
it,
would
clearly.
love that.
We got so excited when we read this. Yes, please.
Yeah,
To
please.
whatever degree you would like.
They just slander our names. They drag us through the mud, make us look like
At
the
this
most...
point, I'm fine with it. If it's drawn cute, fucking okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
I'm the same way, I think.
Yeah. Also, we drag our own names through the mud enough.
Yeah.
On this very cast.
You talked about jerking off a raccoon. So that was weird.
That was, yeah.
That happened.
That was all me, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, a beautiful little webcomic. We would be honored, obviously, to be in it. You do not have to do that. If you wanted to do that, that would be tight.
I would be very okay with that. I would be honored. It would be a privilege.
Just for future reference, I'm pretty much okay with being written into any webcomic.
Yeah. In case there's anyone listening.
If June from Close Your Eyes, Look at the Mountains happens
to be tuning in, I'd love to meet Rosie. Thank you.
It would be an honor and a dream.
It would be, in fact, June, please. I'm getting on the floor now.
Oh, God.
And I'm begging.
He's doing it.
I'm begging.
He's on his knees.
Oh my God, he's so flexible. I'm back.
Hello. So just that was a quick update email for the beginning.
For when you think about inspiration, when you think about changing someone's life,
Jesus.
for the better.
All right.
You think about being an inspiration in someone's life.
Okay.
I like how the email sounded like, hey, I've been listening for the past 5 years. It made me feel like I had a podcast for 5 years.
And that felt good.
That felt really good to read.
Yeah.
To just close my eyes and pretend.
Imagine that we had 250 episodes.
Is that what it is? 250 episodes?
Yes.
Every 2 years is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I'm good at math. You
Not.
seem surprised,
I'm not.
but I am good at doing mathematics in my head. Mental
good.
arithmetic, one of my talents.
I'm bad at it.
So don't doubt it.
I know. I don't doubt it.
Okay, good.
Sorry.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You catching that frog in my throat I had earlier?
Yeah, I start talking like... the rest of the episode is me speaking like Isabel. Fuck.
Shit. Okay, shall we move on to our next question?
Yes.
Which, this one, actually a question. And it is titled, A Big Lesbian Pickle. Hey there, Mitchie and Bill. I'm a lesbian woman who's recently moved back to my hometown and Why are you laughing at that
Just
part?
like it, a lesbian woman.
Just, of course.
I'm a lesbian woman.
Of course. I'm a lesbian woman who's recently moved back to my hometown and I am dying for some female companionship, but for once, not the romantic type. See, I've been hanging out with exclusively dudes for so long, I am literally desperate for some kind of female solidarity. There are certain kinds of things you just can't talk to your guy friends about, you know? The problem lies herein. I don't think I know how to be friends with women. Every platonic female friendship I've had has either led to an unrequited romance or me eventually cutting them off because of sneaky, internalized misogyny that always seems to creep in. I know having some women in my inner circle would do me some real good, see, mommy issues, but I feel like I'm cursed to hang out with stinky men forever. How do I befriend other women without either falling in love with them or feeling like I'm in some sort of non-existent female beauty competition with them? Yours, a fellow pickle chomper.
I'll take it from here.
Okay.
I speak over you the whole this whole question, this whole segment. Hey, I'm sorry, I'm talking. Yeah, I know you've been talking for 16 minutes. Yeah, and I'm not close to done. So keep
Grab
it
him
down.
well.
Yeah, let go of my leg.
Jesus Christ.
No, what do you have to say about this?
I mean, I've had a pretty mixed friend group for most of my life. I'm not someone who's only friends with girls or only friends with guys. It's pretty mixed up, usually. but I am bisexual, so there's that. But I don't know. I do relate to the problem of feeling like you're in a non-existent female beauty competition with people. That is an insidious and awful part of life that we have built.
Yeah. And that's
Yes.
it's usually directed at other females.
Or, well, internalized, so like myself or other women type people, women aligned people. Yeah, it's internalized
Wow.
as opposed to externalized.
Which is what I project.
Which is, what you do is like externalized misogyny.
I get the internalized misogyny part. I understand that. Mine's more external.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm kind of throwing it out at innocent women. Yeah.
What are you doing?
The thing closed.
Oh. Yeah, and it is horrible, to be honest. But my best advice for honestly getting over that is just to accept that beauty is a completely fucking made up thing. And, you know, all the images you're seeing of people, like, online especially, are so fucking curated,
Yeah.
you know?
There's very selected, very sometimes edited, but very at least thought about.
At least meticulously, like, you know, each selfie you see of someone, they've taken 100 of them, you know? And most of them didn't look good, and they probably cried before posting it.
They were
like, we're all pretty much dealing with the same shit.
Most of the reason I don't take selfies anymore is because I feel a lot better about me not doing it.
Yes.
Because I see the selfie and I say, I could see how that looks good. That's not me, though. That's not who I am when I look in the mirror, even. That's not who I am when I see, like, footage of myself, you know?
Yeah.
And I want to get used to that version of me. And the selfie is not...
It feels like distorted.
Yeah, and I took a lot of them in the past. I used to post them a lot on Tumblr, and I just didn't. It didn't sit well with me.
Yes.
And now I'm a lot happier not doing it.
Yes.
But
Or only taking them exclusively on 50mm lenses.
yeah, DSLR 50
Yes.
millimeter, and I say, hey, that's me. That's actually how I look, I think.
But yeah, I would just, it's similar to what I do in horror movies, which is if you get too freaked out, you like imagine them filming that scene, right?
Oh.
You like imagine the camera people there and the special effects they have to do. Imagine that with like women. If you start getting too freaked out and comparing yourself too much, just be like, there was effort put into this.
Wow.
We're all the same level of slug.
Yeah.
Beautiful slug.
We are just little
baseline, pretty
slurms
much.
just rolling around together.
Yeah. So that's my little brain hack for not doing that so much. I mean, the real answer is to get a therapist and work on your self-esteem, but we don't all have access to that, including me. So that's a little brain hack that I came up with.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of cool. Because all jokes aside, it's a very jokey podcast, but I feel very lucky that I don't necessarily... There are a lot of things that I struggle with, obviously, but it's never like a competitive... comparing myself to other people thing, usually. If there's something I don't like about myself, it's because I don't like it about myself, but there are many more things I do like about myself, and then the other things that other people like about themselves or that I see that I like about them, I'm almost like celebrating with them. And I think, whoa, that's so cool. But I know that is not the case for many people.
Yeah.
And I feel very lucky that I don't have to deal with that, because it seems like a lot of mental gymnastics, you know,
Yeah.
to have to
Yes.
to have to get through.
Yes.
Seems not so great.
Yeah. I mean, it also helps that like 99% of men look and smell and are awful,
Right?
whereas 99% of women are like goddesses.
That's true.
So
That is true. And I do, like, by default, I kind of am like placing them into those categories, admittedly. I'm kind of just like, men are bad. And I know a lot of people rolling their eyes and being, oh, that's such a generalization. It's like, well, that's not generally being bad. But and women are usually great. And most of my friends are women.
most of my friends at this point in my life are women or non-binary people, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
but that's how it's been throughout like so many years of my life since high school, you know?
Yeah.
That's just who I've always formed the deepest connections with. And I think it's because it's easier for me to have a deep and meaningful and honest, really being myself, friendship, relationship with someone else has always been with a woman, you know? And so yeah, because of that, I think that kind of skews how I view a lot of things. But I'm exactly happy where I am.
Yes.
From your perspective, what are the difficult aspects of navigating a friendship, a platonic friendship with some other woman?
I mean, the self-comparison thing is like a kind of always present thing. Always present to like, differing degrees with different people. But yeah, it's there, But yeah, it's just recognizing that like that competition is made up and you are kind of buying into just this like patriarchal thing for no reason and just kind of trying to deprogram yourself over like a long period of time. And most importantly, not trying to get like not being vicious about it,
Right.
Trying to tear people down. That is the worst thing you can do, obviously. Don't tear yourself down, don't tear other people down. Just notice it's all pretty much fake and made up. Real at the same time because we live in a society and whatever, but just try and deprogram yourself slowly and just be like, no, not a real thing. Don't have to do it. Yeah.
Neat. And it's also very neat for me to hear about because it just really is not a thing in my life. I don't walk around, even with like the friendships that I do have with guys, which exist, I have a ton of guy friends, but it's a very different type of relationship that I have with them, especially if they're like straight. And then we're just guys, we're just palling around, and that's kind of always a little bit foreign to me. But it's not that I don't enjoy it. I think a lot of people are like good people, especially when I get to know them and they kind of put their guard down a little bit. I'm just like, oh, this person's adorable. And they're a person with a life and interests and insecurities and stuff. And I really like that about people.
Yes.
But the comparative thing, especially with other guys, I don't really do.
No.
Oh, we will whip our dicks out sometimes, though.
Oh.
Yeah, just really compare hogs.
Oh.
Yeah. Is that the same? Yeah, usually not on like the first time we meet, but the second or third.
The second or third, for sure.
Yeah.
Then the fourth time is like when we play that soggy biscuit game.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that in so long.
Since we recorded the episode about the soggy biscuit game.
I haven't thought about that in forever. But kind of in one of those ways that it's so common in my life, I don't have to think about it. Like, I don't think about doing the dishes. I just do them, It just is.
But, I guess I also did this today.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, when I think about it, I did this. Yeah. We compared hogs. We all, like, put them next to a TV remote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Gatorade bottle.
Yeah. Bottle of sports drink.
God. In high school, to have high school aged children in the house, you just can't touch the remote control, right? You're just like, everyone's held their dick against
so
this.
Bad. Oh God.
Everyone's comparatively just wanted to snap a shot. I hate this.
This is really bad. Anyway, there's a long-winded advice to this. I mean, I don't actually have much advice for like not falling in love with your friends. I think it's fine to fall in love with your friends a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
We should all be a little in love with our friends.
Tiny bit. You should love them a bit. But
whip out the old hog occasionally. Compare the two.
But I don't really have the problem where I do that very often.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Like, usually if I have a friend I fall in love with, I end up just being in a relationship with them, and then that's that.
That's true.
I
guess I'm the same way.
Yeah. We love to be serial monogamists. Yeah.
I don't know what's up with that. We do it so goddamn frequently that maybe we should like fucking explore something else. But no, I'm happy where I am now.
But anyway, I hope that you can get some female companionship because it's good. It's very good and it will enrich your life. And there are things that you can't talk to guys about. You are right.
That's true.
Well, depending on the guy, obviously, and depending on the girl, obviously. But
Yeah.
generally, I think some balance is usually good for people.
Yeah. If we're speaking generally, someone told me recently that I think it was Robin who told me that she got back into playing like sports video games like Madden and shit like that because she had a guy friend who, when they played video games like that together, is like when they actually sat down and really talked about serious shit.
Oh.
And, sometimes guys need that type of thing in the way
that kind of social lubricant kind of thing.
Yeah, there's just, I don't know. Sometimes we need to generalize people. And generally speaking, men love Madden. And that's
I mean, not this man on this podcast, but generally speaking.
Well, other men.
Hashtag not all men.
Well, actually, I did love Madden a lot for a long time.
Oh, yeah. Well, then yes, all men.
Yeah. Hashtag yes, all men. And it's about fucking Madden.
We're starting a movement. Anyway, I don't know. Try and form some friendships, not on any like apps like Tinder or anything.
Right.
If you're into gaming, meet some gamers. If you're into crafting, meet some people who are also into crafting.
Right.
If you're into catching the local snails and butterflies and selling them to the people in Nook's Cranny,
then you should meet me at Oatberry.
Then I'll
Oatberry
give you my dodo code later. Yes. All right, but we done with this question?
We are done.
Okay. Now let's move on. Would you like to read the next one?
Is this one Insidious or something?
No, I just felt cheeky, I guess.
Oh, I'm still feeling a little cheeky because of that laugh. I'll do that sometimes when we're in the shower.
Yeah, you do. What are you thinking? What are you scheming right now? What are you coming up with?
All wet and nude as I'm just looking out the shower stall. We have this beautiful glass encased shower actually, but I'll just kind of stand there looking out at it and going
kind of putting your hands together like Mr. Burns.
Yeah. And just as skinny and old looking.
Just as many moles.
Same posture. All things lining up perfectly. I'm just not as wealthy, really. I have all the negative aspects, but I'm just not as wealthy.
God damn it.
We're doing 4 emails this week.
So we better get on with it.
Let's move on to the next one. It's called Quarantine Art Pickle. Mm-hmm. And it goes, Dear Bitchum, I've got a tiny pickle, but a pickle nonetheless. I have a goal of releasing an EP, my first album, on Spotify by the end of this year. I have 2 songs written and I'm actually proud of, but need to write and record the rest. I'm a transitional kindergarten teacher who usually has 0 free time, but thanks to the Rona, I am now swimming in free time. I plan every day to use this time to write and record, but I always end up simply playing covers, or even worse, playing Animal Crossing. How can I motivate myself enough to write songs so I can start narrowing down what I want on my EP? Here's the blah blah part. I truly admire the art both of you create. Mitch, I have been a Flat Sound fan for years now, and I can't wait for the new Wishing album and the new Felt Dachshund album. Billy, your photography is incredible, and I love everything about it. Both of you sillies, I love the podcast with all of my heart, though I do miss the radio show a teensy bit. Love you both, and consuming your art helps motivate me even just a little. Love this person's name. P.S. Here is one of my songs that I am actually kind of proud of. It's called Dream State, and then a link. Now, I don't know how links work when it comes to stuff like this. I know we can have it on our website. I'm going to try and include this link. It'll be in the YouTube...
In the episode description.
What is that called?
Podcast.
In the description, I guess.
Yeah.
And maybe this link will even work in Apple Podcasts, but I guess we'll see.
Spotify. We'll try it out.
Yeah, we'll try it out. But it's called Dream State, and if the link doesn't work, or if you just want to look it up later, it's on SoundCloud. You just look up Danny Jordan. You can look that up as one word. That is DANIJORDAN on SoundCloud.
Yeah. And we did listen to it.
And it's beautiful.
And it was cute.
That's the whole reason I'm plugging it now. If it sucked, we glossed right over it.
Yeah, we just would have not mentioned it.
Yeah, I'd have politely skipped it. But it's very good and it's very cool and you should listen to it.
It's adorable. Yes.
It's very, very neat. And then PPS dog. Boom. Right here on the fucking YouTube channel.
Oh, whoa.
I'm including the dog.
Please do a little audio description for those not on the YouTube channel.
It's a gorgeous pic taken on what looks like a DSLR because there's like a shallow depth of field. It is a cream colored dog, off-white, beautiful nose.
Imagine the dog from Neverending Story was small and a puppy.
Oh my God.
That's exactly what this dog looks like.
That's exactly what this dog looks like.
Yeah. And it's wearing a flat sound cap.
Yeah, I should have mentioned that before.
You're not good at description.
It's a eggshell colored dog taken on this camera.
More into the technical aspects of the content.
It's 35 mil. It's a beautiful dog.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful hat.
Just imagine the Neverending Story dog was a sad flat sound fan.
It's such a fucking good description.
Thank you.
Anyway.
Yes.
So
the pickle
person wants to release an EP, but unfortunately, Animal Crossing's out.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they're out of work because of the Rona.
Yes.
We are in Corona times. We are in quarantine times. So a lot of people
have some free time.
A lot of people have some free time right now. We are some of them.
Yes.
Yes. Our roommate Alex is also one of them.
Who's also trying to release some music in this time that he has off of work.
And also is playing Animal Crossing because it just came
Animal
out.
Crossing. Yes. I made the executive decision. Like really, it was a hard decision. If I'm finishing an album, I'm doing it before Friday.
Yes.
I'm doing it before Animal Crossing comes out. I need to have it all mixed, all finished, because as soon as this fucking game comes out, it will consume me.
You're like, I'm not going to want to work on the other thing.
Right. I'm still doing other work. We're still podcasting. We're still doing the other stuff. We're still doing a handful of other work. But like albums and music and releasing stuff is very time consuming. And I knew that it would be very difficult for me to juggle the two. Knowing how addicted to this game that I am.
Yeah.
So yeah, I finished mine.
Yes.
So maybe that's not advice. That's just
I guess Mitch's advice is do it last week.
If you could, I think I'm so into Animal Crossing right now that if you could just time travel, then maybe set your date back to 1 week, finish the album,
and come back and play Animal Crossing.
And then set your date to 30 years in the future, and then your interest at your bells will be crazy.
Don't do that. It's cheating.
Nah, we don't do that here.
No, we're not time travelers. But I think a lot of people who aren't you, who did not have the foresight.
I'm laughing at Mitch's advice is do it last week.
It is. That's what you said. That's what you told this person.
That is what I was kind of alluding to.
Like, well, I don't have this problem because I did it. Like,
my advice really was, thank God I didn't do what you're doing.
Because I wouldn't have had the strength. You knew you didn't have the strength.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah.
So what do you do now?
We've got to assume that this writer, this listener, has more fortitude than you do.
Most do.
But what Alex is doing, I believe, and what we're doing a little bit, is treating Animal Crossing as a treat for doing some work.
Right.
You know, and you said you're a kindergarten teacher, so you probably have a little bit of experience in this kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Give yourself
do a
gold
finger
stars.
painting, you can have a star. Yeah, but the star is a house extension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The star are miles.
Yes, the star is Nook Miles. But yeah, I would do that. Try and like block out your time a little bit, being like, okay, I'm not gonna let myself play until I do this thing first. Whatever part of the songwriting process that is. And then when you play, be like, okay, I'm going to stop, because Animal Crossing is a game you can just play and play and play.
Yes.
What we've been doing is
very
like,
hard to put down.
I'm going to stop when I reach this certain achievement, when I get this certain goal.
Once I'm there, I got to walk away.
I got to put it down and do something else.
We got to have dinner.
We got to walk outside for a second.
We got to get our 2,000 or 3,000 steps
in,
it's
which is not that many.
No, it's
but
not.
A lot for us.
But it's a lot more than like not walking at all.
It's a lot more than we were doing, which was nothing.
Which is just sitting there until our bodies hurt
Only
from
walking
sitting.
to go shit, and that's it.
I'm pacing around the bedroom nervously,
Yes.
wondering why the other person's in the bathroom so long.
Oh God.
Yeah, we've been just in this time of quarantine
Yes.
going on like just I have a pretty nice backyard and it's kind of sizable. And we've just been like walking back and forth,
Yeah.
just trying to get steps in, trying to get active. Anything that pulls us away from Animal Crossing, I feel, is a little bit healthy
Yes.
for our bodies.
Yes.
And then Animal Crossing is healthy for our minds. So you got to like
for our
split up the
souls.
two things.
You can't let your soul get too peaceful.
Right.
You got to rile it up a bit by making some angsty art walking outside.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love the treating Animal Crossing like a reward thing. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's essentially what you and I were doing with video games when I was finishing the album, because
Yeah.
Animal Crossing hadn't come out yet, but I was like wrapping up the album, working on it every single day. So we would sit there and say, okay, how does this sound? How does this sound for hours? You know, does this need to be turned up 1 decibel
Yeah.
for 3 hours? You know,
God.
and at the end of that night after dinner, we're like, all right, we did our work. Now we get to play some Spyro. Now we get to do this stuff right here. And we do that until the end of the night, until we go to bed.
Yeah. Admittedly, we were rushing it a bit towards the end because we did want to defeat Ripto. So some of the songs on the Wishing album do sound like shit.
That's not true.
They do sound really fucking bad.
You can't hear us.
So
You can't hear me beating Ripto first try
in the background.
in the background.
We didn't turn off the microphone.
Nope. We literally just got up and scurried into the next room. And you heard the little click, click, switch sound, you know?
Whoops. Yeah.
How do you do? What's that sound? Is that okay?
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
Hey.
I'm there.
It's like we're there now.
I'm in New Horizons.
What's your town called again?
My town is called Dewdrop.
Oh, Dewdrop. I'm there. I'm in Dewdrop.
Whoa.
Mine's called Oatberry.
That's good. Fans of you will have heard that name before.
They might.
They might
They
have.
might know it.
They might know it from one of your lesser appreciated albums, Hummingbird.
Ever heard of it?
No, no one's heard of
Probably
it.
no one,
you
no.
you tweeted about it one time
And then never again. Yeah.
But yeah, that would be our advice. Block things off. Give yourself goals, and
right.
then swap things.
Also,
Don't just play Animal Crossing all day. Don't just do music all day. You can't do that. Obviously, Animal Crossing just came out. That would be unrealistic.
right.
Swap them off in blocks of time. Yeah.
I will say that this is a good time for, like, by the end of the year, an EP. You can do that. An EP only has to be, like, in my opinion, an EP is 4 songs long. That's a good EP.
Yeah.
Anything longer than that is a long EP. But an EP is usually 3 or 4 songs long. 4 is the magic number for me. 4-song EP.
And they have 2 written.
Look at that.
Yeah.
By the end of the year, you can do a couple more, a few more if you wanted. You could have a 5-song EP, even though it's 5 or 6 songs. That's pushing it.
Yeah.
7? Come on. Come on. Just do the album.
Come on. Just
add
make
a
it a
couple
full
more
length.
and make it a LP, baby. You can definitely do that.
Yes.
And
it's a very reasonable goal if you just chip away at it.
a little suggestion from me is that when you are done with this thing, do not only put it on SoundCloud. SoundCloud is perfect for what you're using it for now, which is showing individual people songs. But for albums, you got to get that bad boy. Not just Bandcamp, not just anything like that. Get it on Spotify. Get that thing on Spotify and on Apple Music and places
Yes.
like that. It will help you a lot to start to grow your fans there, start to put your listeners there. The algorithms work better than any other platform.
Yeah. Allow people to put your stuff in their library.
Right.
So they can listen to it easy. That'll
very-
be good for you.
Very, very helpful to you as an artist.
Yes. And thank you for the dog pic. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
We never mentioned when that was going away.
Oh, God, it's been there this whole time.
No,
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't.
No. Yeah, I would have. It just slowly fades. I'll make it.
Over the period of 10 minutes.
That's kind of funny.
really
I might make it just slowly fade. Just as it's being forgotten about. Cool pick, though.
Super funny.
Cool pick.
I love it. Okay. Do we have time for one last short little email?
Yeah, we got time, and then we got time to small talk at the end.
Cool.
Even.
Okay. Go for it.
Is it me?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's you.
Oh, okay.
I read the last one.
Oh, my throat's tired.
Okay, well, I'll read it if you want.
No, I'll do it. This one is called Important Question, REACNH, Animal Crossing's New Horizons, for people who do not know. And it goes, "Hey Billy," with lots of hearts all around it in a box surrounding it. If you can believe it, it's beautiful. Oh, and hi Mitch. Anyway, I was wondering if you two are playing Animal Crossing New Horizons for the Switch, and if so, would you be willing to share your friend code, even if it's just for patrons? Also, my girlfriend did this adorable drawing of me as an Animal Crossing character, and she drew me in my special olive flat sound shirt.
Hey.
I will be making this design Animal Crossing for my little guy to wear, and I'll tweet it at you or something if I do. And they included the drawing, and it's so fucking cute, I can't believe it.
And I'm going to put it right here on the YouTube channel.
They're wearing an olive green sleep shirt.
Sleep shirt. I
Which is
love
what
that
I
shirt.
was wearing this morning.
Hey, yeah, you were, weren't you?
Yeah.
I love this shirt.
Yeah. It's my sleeping shirt. To sleep
That's
in.
cool.
Yeah. Really cute. I love it. I'm loving seeing people make flat sound merch on the game.
Yeah, I just saw someone yesterday with a flat sound hat.
Yes.
And I was like, drop that QR, baby. And they were like, I can't, baby.
I can't do it yet.
Yeah, the Able Sisters aren't moved in yet, baby. And I'm like, all right, keep me updated.
Anyway, yes, obviously we're playing. You've got to this point in the episode.
We're playing the game.
You know that we're playing the game.
We're jacked into Animal Crossing New Horizon and have been waiting for it patiently for about 2 years now.
Harder than we've jacked into anything ever before.
Yes.
Yes.
We are all jacked in this household.
But they also say, would you be willing to share your friend code, even if it's just for patrons?
Friend code, maybe. Dodo code, is that what it is?
Yeah.
The Dodo code so that people can visit my island for patrons? Probably.
Probably.
Definitely. Even though playing online has been kind of a drag. Every time someone comes to the island or leaves it, it just halts the game and plays that long ass cutscene.
Yeah.
Isn't that so like Nintendo to just have kind of face plant on the online?
Yes, it
is.
is. Yeah.
It's always like, here's a beautiful, pristine game. But the online is dog shit.
We kind of tacked it on at the
yeah,
end.
it's just a little bit dog shit.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Oops. But
It's weird that they do that. Speaking of animal, also I'm gonna make this picture go away.
okay, it's gone.
I'm gonna make it go away.
Yes, we didn't
on
forget.
the YouTube channel. It's going away right now. There we go.
Good.
So and I don't want to give any spoilers to the game, but where I feel that there's been little areas of the game, very, very minor areas where I'm just like, oh, that's kind of a bummer. Oh, I thought that would be a little bit more fluid, more streamlined than that. Oh, that happens not very often. But there are some aspects that I'm just like, oh, that's kind of blah, blah, blah. Where I felt like they maybe slightly underachieved. The museum, they weirdly super overachieved.
I thought you were going to say they underachieved on the museum. I was
No.
like, you're insane.
The museum, they weirdly, completely overachieved in
Yes.
this, it's gorgeous.
Yes.
It's such a step up from any, that, my God.
Yes.
I was walking through it today because I got my museum today. And I was like, okay, Blathers, here you go, you fuck, here's all your stuff. And okay, let me walk through this place. And it was just beautiful. It
Yes.
really was it was just awe-inspiring.
Yeah. I
It
mean,
was
no
crazy.
spoilers, but it's the most beautiful thing we've ever seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're playing Animal Crossing, you don't have the museum yet. It's just fucking, it's nuts. It really is such a step up from any other. I mean, they step up per Animal Crossing game, I know,
Yeah.
but this is such a giant leap forward that I'm like, wow.
Yes, definitely.
Wow,
Definitely,
this is
definitely. But if you are a patron,
Good news.
good news.
Good news for you.
Yes.
If you are a patron to the Flat Sound Patreon,
Yes.
that's patreon.com/flatsound, which I have not used for a while, which is I don't consider a bad thing anymore because I charge per project.
Yeah.
So the people just haven't paid me any money.
Yeah.
And that's completely fine. Eventually I will write another newsletter and that's when everybody gets charged. But every patron, this is not just for the newsletter people or for the people who are getting discount codes. It's just for even just the $1 patrons. As long as you're on a tier and you picked a tier, you have access to
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
a Discord.
A brand new Discord, baby.
So we started up yesterday. We had to
Yeah.
learn how to do this and connect it with Patreon and stuff. So they
Yes.
manage it and who gets in and stuff in the tiers or whatever. But we figured it out, mostly you.
Mostly me.
You figured it out. You did a really, really good job.
Thanks.
And if you have your Discord connected with Patreon, check out the Discord server. It should already be there.
Yeah.
It's called.
And if you have a Discord and it's not connected to Patreon yet, connect it and you'll be automatically put in there.
It will. I'm pretty sure it just automatically shows up in your Discord as a new server.
It does.
And it is called home.html. And you'll see that the picture of it is this little is this cool little image that we made.
Yeah.
It's of a old
Computer
tube
monitor.
computer monitor, and it has the little flat sound leaf in it.
Yes.
It's real neat.
We worked surprisingly hard on an image that only shows up as 5 pixels
as an icon.
wide.
Yeah. But it looks awesome. It looks really cool.
Yeah, I like it a lot. But we will be working on the Discord this week and making a proper announcement about it. But if you are listening to this and happen to be a patron and happen to like Discord, go check it out.
Early adapter.
Yeah, get
Early
in there,
adapter.
check it out. You can maybe help us with some ideas for channels and stuff.
Yeah, because currently it is a brand new Discord. There is just the 2 channels. I guess the 3 because one of them is just a welcome page. But the 2 channels that you can actually interact with each other in, there's a voice channel and a text channel. There are just general channels. We'll expand, we'll build, we'll assign mods, and it'll be good. But for right now, completely early days.
Yes.
We started up late last night. And as soon as we connected it, I was like, why are people already here? Oh, it connects automatically to the people who already can. Oh, shit.
Yes.
And then a bunch of people were like, what is this? This is cool. What And yeah, a whole bunch of them were just chatting and talking about Animal Crossing and stuff. It was really, really cool. So I would like this Discord server to grow and to be a cool thing for patrons, just as a perk, especially in this time of like quarantine and staying home and playing video games and stuff. I think it's nice to have a place to go and a place to talk and to do cool stuff.
What we were saying, because we've been thinking about a Discord for a while. We were like,
long
now
time.
would be a really nice time to do it because people are stuck at home and want some company.
And I figured that I would just do that for patrons. So a small Patreon plug right here. If you go to patreon.com/flatsound, any of the tiers that you pick, if you want to start getting physical newsletters or anything like that in the mail, or if you just want to support everything that I do in Flat Sound and have immediate access to that Discord server, you can just be on the $1 tier. And that won't even charge you $1 right away. You'll just eventually be charged $1 when I do my project on there, which is the newsletter. And the only reason I charge for that is because it costs fucking money and it is super time consuming.
Yes.
So if you want to, you can have instant like free access to that right now, and then you'll just be charged eventually. I was thinking about doing a newsletter this month. I don't know if I'll have time though, to be honest.
Yeah, we'll see.
But eventually I will do a newsletter, and then that's when you'll get charged. And I don't do them very often right now, and I'm just getting back into Patreon. So just something to check on, patreon.com/flatsound if you want to check out the Discord server.
And we did redo your whole Patreon.
Oh yeah, the tiers are like really beautiful now.
I renamed the tiers.
Yeah,
I
really
had a
helped
great,
with that.
not to brag, but my idea for the tier names was beautiful.
Is really cool.
Yeah.
And in fact, even if you don't plan on joining at all, just go to patreon.com/flatsound to check out the tier
Just
names.
see what we did with the tiers,
and like the
please.
little descriptions of them. They're just poetic now
It's
and
beautiful.
really beautiful.
Yeah.
So I'm like really proud of that. I went to bed thinking about it the night we did it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that was really gorgeous. Like,
That was amazing.
we like redid that whole thing, and now it's like really beautiful.
Yeah.
It's not just like welcome to this tier or anything. It's just
It's much more flat soundy.
it's so much more flat sounding. It's so much. It's
a little artistic.
It's so much cooler.
poetic. Yeah. I
so
love
yeah,
it.
I'm getting back into work now that the album is done, and I gotta start with my other means of making money. I'm getting back into Patreon and getting back into things like that, and now a fresh Discord server for all of us to chat and talk about video games and things like that. I can't wait.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I love Discord. It really is so fun and cool and cute.
I love it as of yesterday because now I'm an expert at it.
Yeah, now
I've
you're
set a whole one up.
now you're a hacker and a mod.
Yes, good stuff. All right, is that us for this episode?
I believe it is. Thank you, everybody, so much for listening. If you have a pickle, if you have a question, if you just have something to tell us, we always love more emails. We are not always running low. We have a ton on back catalog, obviously, but we love to see new emails every single week. So if you have a question that you would like us to answer on the show or just something to tell us, you can send us an email at
allthespaceinbetween@gmail.com. And as ever, you can listen to our whole back catalogue on obviously Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on YouTube. It's just youtube.com/allthespaceinbetween. Or you can listen to everything, get our social links and our email links and whatever more you could possibly want from a website at our website, which is
allthespaceinbetween.com. Mm-hmm. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Happy island life, gamers. We'll see you on the island, gamers. I'll see you in the Discord, gamers.
Bye.
See ya. And new episodes every Monday.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, bye.